Carlton's Travel Adventures. Go get your passport. This is Carlton with Carlton's Travel Adventure. Another beautiful day in Medellin. Let's talk about the police in Colombia. When I talk about this topic, I usually avoid topics like politics and police in other countries, but I'm talking about it now because of what just happened, I guess, in Cartagena with this brother. I think he's an actor. Never heard of him. I've never heard of him at all, but tapes going around, people talking about it. It's a topic of conversation. So let's discuss it, right? And why not discuss it if you've been here a total of about 6 years, between living here 2.5 and visiting before. You're black, so I've got a bunch of friends that are black. Some live here for a while too, 3, 4, 5, up to 10 years. So let's discuss it. It's out there. Let's talk about it. Why shy away from it, right? And before I continue, I know you guys might not know this. All you YouTubers out there, if you're in another country, you're doing YouTube, you're being watched. Okay, you are being watched. They know what you're saying, and it can hurt you later on. Just so you don't know. I just talk the truth. If they don't want me here anymore, that's fine. But I'm not saying nothing really bad about the country, because I live here. Obviously, I prefer to live here than in the States for various reasons. Like I said, every country has good and bad. Got to weigh them all, and then choose which one you want to live in. If I want to live in the United States, I would still be there, but I chose to weigh the good and bad and decided to live here. All right. So there's no perfect country. There's no utopia. If there is, let me know, because I'm looking for one. All right. So U.S. has problem too. Colombia has problem. Bolivia has problem. Live in Europe has problem. London has a lot of problems. So Great Britain rather. There's this problem all over the world. Nothing perfect. All right. Now, watch a tape. Brother gets slapped around in Cartagena, and there's a comment made. I'm not sure if him or somebody else. Maybe him. Been in Cartagena a week, or I think it's a week, and he got stopped 6 times in a week. I'm saying, whoa, that's a lot. Yeah, being stopped 6 times in a week, that's a lot. It's annoying, probably, if it's true. I'm not saying it's not true. What I'm saying, I'm going to give you my experience, not your experience, not his experience. I'm going to tell you my experience, right? Maybe I'm lucky. And I spoke to a bunch of other brothers, too, that lived here, and they gave me their experience, okay? Now, I lived, like I said, almost 6 years living and visiting here. And I probably got stopped a total of 4 times in 6 years. That's it, 4 times in 6 years. So being stopped 6 times in a week is a lot. I don't know what he's doing or what. I don't know. I can't make a comment about that. I wasn't there. But in 6 years, you got stopped 4 times, And what people got to realize too is, and I talked to other friends, some of them had the same experience. Now, I've been in Cartagena. I know Cartagena very well. I just came from there. I was there 4 days, just 2 weeks ago. I was downtown twice having dinner, never got stopped. I walked all around, I never got stopped, okay? Walked around in Boca Grande, I was there 4 days, never got stopped once. I passed a lot of cops down in the tower, clock tower. No one bothered me. I say hello to him, say hello to me, no problem. Around in Medellin, I was in Bogota numerous times, never got stopped in Bogota, never got stopped in the pueblos by cops. Maybe I'm lucky. That's possible. Maybe he's unlucky. But what people got to realize is this. Colombia is not the United States. Bolivia is not the United States, right? If somebody in Colombia, they can stop you anytime. That's the law. You can't say, you're violating my rights, you can't stop me. No, this ain't the States. They're different laws, okay? They can stop you anytime they want to and search you. I did a video with this police officer I know. He's been on the force 20 years, a sergeant, real nice guy. I had no problem at all with him. And overall, I say, my personal comment, you can all differ. That's fine. That's what this world's about. I would say even in the States, the majority of police officers are good people, right? They're trying to help. Majority. What percentage now, I don't know. I mean, you want to give me a percentage? Is it 90% good, 80%? I don't know, because sometimes you think people are really good people, then a secret tape pops out, like it's in North Carolina, where it was, pops out with these cops that's been around for 20-something years, but they thought they were great people in the world. Then they're talking about starting a race war and all this stuff. So until something sneaks out, you never really know, okay, what's in somebody's heart. But I would go as far to say I think 85% of cops are good. 15% being bad is kind of high, but you know, but it is what it is. 85% I think probably good. I could be wrong, all right? And most cops, this is cops anywhere, in my opinion again, most people want to become a cops for the power. I could be totally wrong. What percent, I don't know, but I know from personal experience too, from this kid I grew up with, from probably 3 years old, you know, went to Marines right out of high school, came back, was a cop, and then he got fired after a year and a half because he was in Marines. They have an attitude after a while, these Marines. And these Army guys, they got this cocky attitude, you know, kick your ass kind of thing. That'll get them in trouble. So this guy, I know personally, got fired after about a year and a half, all right? Know him like a brother. And I know I had a secretary once, you know, when I was in West Palm Beach working as a banker, said her husband's a cop, and she told me about the fact that, you know, he enjoyed the chase. When something got a call, there's a chase to be had, his adrenaline just got pumping, and he loved the chase, you know. The people love the power. What other job do you have where I can walk and see you on the street, they'll stop you, kick your ass if I wanted to. Nothing happens to you. It's a lot of damn power, you know. So cops everywhere, whether you're cops in the States, here, or everywhere else, a certain percentage of these cops love the power, all right? It's a power-hungry thing, all right? Anyway, back to Colombia. I digress. Now, so I've gotten stopped about 4 times, maybe 3 or 4 times in that 6-year period. And I know the country, I know what the laws are. You can put up roadblocks in the middle of the street. They've done that, roadblocks. Stop the cars, search you. And I've seen them put up roadblocks many times since I've been here. Stop all the bicycles, all the motorcycles. Stop them, check their ID, search them. That's the law. It ain't the United States. You don't come here and tell them, you know, you can't do that. You know, they can do that. So if a cop stop you and you have an attitude like, get off of me, don't touch me, you know, what did I do? You're gonna have a problem. You start doing that, you're gonna have a problem, you know? So don't come to the United States, come from the United States, come here, and have that attitude. The cop stop you, is like, oh, okay. And what I do personally, I probably don't want to agree with this, and I probably get in trouble a little bit, but I'm telling the truth. When they stop me, I've been stopped around where I live right here. I talked about it, and I got twice over the last probably year and a half, you know, and well, probably a year, because it's mostly COVID related. And so 2 out of the 4 times is probably within the last year. You have a reason because of COVID to stop you, right? You know, one time it was, they had those 2 hours you can exercise called Deportivo within the day, you know, when they had that curfew on. And I was coming back, I was well within the 2 hours, probably about 10 minutes to go. A motorcycle cop, a man and a woman in the back, stopped me on the side street and started questioning me. Right away, I always do, speaks no Spanish. I said, don't understand Spanish. What do you want? You know, I have my passport. I have a compressed passport, you know. Once you realize you're speaking English and you're American, you just say, okay, go, you know. Another time, I was coming home, you know, and they had this I think it was a shakedown, you know. Another friend told me I almost got shakedown too once, where the stop was on the main street, it was on a side street to where I was going, right? And same thing, you know, big cop truck was there, pickup truck with a cop on it. One was sitting by the truck, one was in the middle of the street, sort of walking. All the Colombians passing by, some had no mask, you know, or white Colombians, no problem passing by. They saw me, I had a mask on too, they stopped me, tried to question me. Same thing I said, I don't know what you're talking about, basically, you know, I'm American kind of thing. And then he was taking me over to the truck, right? He's gonna do something. He didn't care, you know, but you're out late. And I said, I'm not out late, right? You know, whatever. Take up the truck, and then the other cop by the truck looked at him and kind of shook his head. And I saw that. Then he said, let me go. That's probably a shakedown, And this happens in a lot of countries. It happens in the Dominican Republic. I can stories tell you about that, you know, and probably some other countries, you know. My buddy said he had the same problem with a possible shakedown, but he speaks perfect Spanish, so you better let him know this is a shakedown. I got no money to give you. You ain't get sent. So do what you want to do and let him go. So those things are possible. You know, you have 100,000 cops. You're going to have a few bad apples. That is in every country, including the United States. All right, make it very clear. Okay. One time I was going in the mall, Premium Plaza, and they had security check there. And it got me, asked me for my ID and all that stuff. When it searched me, I said, look, man, I don't have any ID. Perfect English. I'm just here on vacation. You know, what's the issue? That's it. You know, that's it. And they said, oh, okay, Americana, go ahead, let me in. Didn't even search me, all right? So I've seen them stop a lot of people downtown in El Centro, a lot of kids, mostly young men. I don't see them stop a lot of women, which is strange. Women can carry stuff on them too, you would think, for the guys, right? But I hardly see them stopping women. Why is that? They stop a lot of guys, mostly young guys, you know? So I'm saying, I've been in Cartagena probably a total of 6 times, just came back. I've never gotten stopped in Cartagena, never, not once in 6 visits. Just came back 2 weeks ago, you saw my videos, never gotten stopped once. To get stopped 6 times in a week, it's just strange, okay? I'm not saying it's not possible, I'm saying it's strange. Maybe I'm lucky, talk to other buddies, they never gotten stopped. You know, if they gotten stopped very few times, the cops usually nice to them. We give a lot of money to Colombia, okay? All right, a lot of money. If you look, do your research, maybe it's $500 million or whatever. I don't know what the number is. I saw it one time in the State Department's website for drug intervention. When they wanted ventilators, we gave them money for ventilators, give them money for health care. We gave them like $12 million recently for something, a few months ago for something. I saw it there in the news for something. You know, imagine if they get treating us all bad and we start to not come here, start to complain to our congressmen and congresswomen getting treated bad. They could have the same problem happen to them in the States, you know. And a lot of Colombians come to the United States to work, make money, come back here, buy property, you live on Social Security, and have a very good life. I think they want to go out of their way just to piss us off and just do things to us on purpose. You know, could be totally wrong. I don't see that happening, okay? My experience here has been really well, really good. You know, not had a lot of problems. You know, I think I actually feel safer here with the police here than safer with the police in the United States. I just do with stuff I've seen, okay? I have a license to carry a gun in Florida, right? And I'm telling you, made me very nervous carrying a gun in the car in Florida because of what I've seen. Was it Atlanta, Castile, you know, whatever? It just makes me nervous, all right, to have a gun in the car. You know, when they stop me a couple of times, I just tell them, yeah, I don't show my license to carry. I don't tell them I have a gun, even though you're supposed to. I say nothing. Somebody said, that's stupid, you can get arrested for that. I would rather be alive, and I tell the judge why I did it. You know, you get some rookie cop again, like the Asian cop, that you say a gun and they freak out and start blasting away. I'm fear for my life. I'm not doing that, you know. Just don't say anything. And think about it, some people have an attitude with the cops, even in the States, okay? They have the power. They can kill you, get away with it, you know? Some guy called me a punk once. I said, well, fine, I'm a punk, if you want to call me that. A cop pulled me over in the States. They want the power, they want the respect. Give it to them, go on your way. So you want to be a bad guy, I'm tough. What does that accomplish? I don't know. You know, I give them the respect. I got stopped plenty of times in the States. Give them respect. Yes, sir. No, sir. They want respect. Here's your respect. Hollow respect. Go on your way. I'll get some warnings numerous times for speeding. When the cops, I just kiss their ass. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yeah, call me a punk if you want to. I'm a live punk. You know, and it doesn't bother me. That's what they want. Give it to them. You're on your way. No big deal. You know. So that's what I got to say about that. All right. Same thing here. Somebody pull you over, give them the respect they deserve, move on. Knowing that they have the power over you, you know. I see some tapes sometime with some shit happening. I'm wondering, why the hell did they do that? You know, why did they do that? I say something to somebody about it like, wait a minute now, not supposed to, wait a minute. Why would you want to aggravate the cops You know, if he has a gun and he can shoot you and get away with it, why wouldn't it aggravate him? You know, you tell you don't move, you don't move. All right? Sure, you can get killed if you don't move. I know that, but why increase the odds, as I'm saying, by moving and aggravating them? You know, going to your car, when they tell you to stop and going to your car, all this stuff, you know, just don't do that stuff, man. Stay alive. It doesn't bother me to give them some respect, so I stay alive, all right? So maybe I got distracted just talking about cops in general, and when it was really about cops in Colombia, I've never had a problem, you know, in Colombia with the cops. You know, like I said, probably 3-4 times in 6 years, but I never got stopped in, and that's all in Medellin because I live here and I come here more often. But all my visits to Cartagena, never got stopped once, not once, in like 6 visits. Came back from there 4 days there. It's a lot of cops. I never got stopped once. So, you know, it's just, if it does happen, maybe it's just bad luck or someone's having an attitude. I don't know for sure. Like I said, I'm being very, very honest. If the person have an attitude like, don't touch me, you know, I have my rights. What are you doing? Like you do in the States. You just can't do it. This ain't the States. It's not the States. They have the right to stop you anytime they want to, the right to search you anytime they want to, the right to put up roadblocks and stop every car, stop every motorcycle and check their papers and everything else. It ain't the States, all right? If you can't handle that, don't come here because they can do it to you in a heartbeat, all right? That's all I want to say. Give me your opinion. If you live here for a while, it's possible people come in here not knowing what the laws are, to get an attitude with the cops, you know. So if you know what the laws are, how things work in other countries, not only Colombia, every other country you visit, you got to know what the laws are, what the rules is if you're going to go there. Might have less issues, okay? Now, I don't know what happened with the guy in Colombia, in Cartagena. I don't know. So I'm not going to say either way. I'm just giving you my opinion and my experience from living in Colombia for almost 6 years, okay? Let me have your opinion and your feedback. Appreciate it.